Yeah, I think people think I dye my hair. Do they? No, it's just regular. It's like, you know what's really weird though when people do dye their hair. And you can tell it's like these people like 20, 30 years old. I mean, they're like looking younger than me. You know, they got like people in the 80s with the black hair. I won't name names. You know, someone like a lot of musicians just got you're like in the 70s and you're like with the brown hair. It's like, well, I'm like in my 40s and I got like now I'm seeing more guys keeping the gray. I don't know why they're doing that now. All of a sudden, maybe they see other guys doing it, so that's good. They go, well, okay. You know, they need someone else to do it because they feel insecure. They feel like people are gonna say they're old. Think they're old. You go, oh, I'm a musician. I can't rock anymore because who's gonna go watch a musician that's red? It's just a hair color, man. People dye their hair this color. You got like rock and rollers like in their 20s and like dye their hair like white. And, so yeah, it's like okay. It's an insecurity. A lot of people are insecure. That's why we get hurt because we're insecure about something. Someone says something to us that's negative. We get hurt by it if we're insecure about it. If it's not true, then we just kind of go, oh, okay. It's like, you know, then we can ignore it easily. It's like because we know it's not true, but if there's some kind of we think it's true, or then we kind of get hurt by it. So I'm just out there saying, yeah, I got this color hair, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna color it. It just seems like I'm lying to myself if I color it. And you can still have this hair color and it look good. Look at me, I look good, right? So yeah, yeah. A lot of those guys will not. Got a lot of guys. I remember, have the gray hair, but there's still a lot of guys who are still insecure. They will always keep coloring their hair. It's like then they try to make the gray come out, and then they go, ah, God, no. I love when these people are like, I'm going to show off my gray. I don't care. I'm gray from now on. And then a few months later, you see them dye their hair brown again or something. I was like, okay. Yeah, it's interesting. Or it's like, you know what I find interesting too? When you see older women, they all have short hair. It's like when you get to a certain age, it's like you cut your hair short. Why is that? I know why, obviously, because they go on gray and they want to keep it short and they want to dye it and they don't want people to see that they're gray. Okay, well, I don't know why don't you want people to see that you're gray? I mean, obviously, of an age, because you don't think it's attractive. I think people think it's not attractive. It's like, why would you think that a color of hair would be not attractive? People dye their hair that color, and they still look attractive. So what's the logic there? It equates. In the old days when we were turn about 40, they started going gray and they just kept it. You go, okay. Now women, they all dye their hair. No one really shows the natural hair color. No one is real. It's symbolic. Symbolism. No one really shows who they really are. Hair color, everything else. It's all fake. I can't just be real. That's why I don't dye my hair because I'm trying to be real with my personality. I'm trying to be real with the way I look. I'm trying to be real. It's all real. And it's all symbolic of realness. That's why a lot of my songs I write about that. That's why I love my songs because I actually a lot of songs I've written does convey what I'm trying to say, and I like that. That's the kind of songs I like, the ones where I can convey truly what I'm trying to say. And usually there's a lot of things to say, especially in a complex society that shouldn't even be complex. I mean, there's a lot of simple things, simple solutions, but we complex things because we overthink things and we just keep going on and on about that. It's like 2 and 2 is I don't know. It could be 5, and it could be 7. No, but it could be 9. But you think it's 9? Well, the Democrats think it's 10, but the Republicans think it's a 12. 2 and 2 is if they think 2 and 2. Yeah, okay, but they can't agree. Oh, you're evil if you believe that it's 9. But no. No, but you're racist because you think it's 14. No, and it's like instead of just 2 and 2 is 4. Instead of just agreeing. But that's how society is. They can't just agree on something that's so simple. All we really need in society, we want food, water, shelter, and love, and security. But then we create these kind of things where people are power hungry. They create these kind of, government systems, and people want to be on TV and they're all showing off. Look at me, I got power, and I don't believe in what you say, and because of certain ways that you look, and I don't believe. And then it's like, if you realize it's true and real, and stop with all this mind games. They just tell you the truth. Always be truthful to say it. Don't overthink things. Just say what you mean. But now if you say what you mean, then they you're evil. You think that? See, it's like you wonder why people want to become hermits and just leave society. It's like it's never gonna change. It's never gonna. This whole, it's like in the old days, people used to live out in the country, houses kind of far from each other. Then came the feudal system where people were so afraid of their enemies that they had to bound together around a castle, like a city. Those old things were kind of like prototype cities, big cities, and then eventually when we got more, we still created the city. The government is like the kings and the knights, the cops, and they protect us from our enemies. But we all work together. In the old days, there used to be blacksmiths and all those things, but now it's like people do other things. Sell things, more glorified sellers. In the old days, people used to have wheel a cart, sell things on the side of the road. Now we got supermarkets and more kind of more glorified, fancy ways of just being the same thing. A peddler. It's like everything is just basically the same, but it's just we just kind of over glorify it. Like oh, look at us, what we're doing is so important. Come me in a house, it's just like a cave, but it's more fancy. So look at me, I'm just a fancy caveman, a big fancy cave. Basically, that's why it is. Nothing's really changed. We just get more tools, more technological tools that work better, but we're still the same. We're still cavemen, really. We're just the same thing. With more efficient, we have more time to think out things and try to be kind of more, clever. Or we think we're clever. What we like to think we are. We have the page on the back. We like to create these heroes, thinking that's what our society is capable of. We are capable of having heroic people, and one, it's like because we feel we need that, because we kind of say no, one's like, and so we create these heroes that aren't really heroic, but they just doing the right thing at the right time, or this is the right place, right time, and they did the right thing, and then all of a sudden they're like, you're the most amazing person in the whole world. There was this the other day. I was on my bike. There was this kid riding the bike on the other side. He was crossing over the street, and he was about to be hit by a car, and I called out, "Look out!" And the kid saw the car, and he was able to get. If I didn't call out, "Look out!" that kid would have been hit by that car. But you see me saying, "I'm a hero." Was that heroic of me to do that? I saved his life by doing it. No, I did the right thing at the right time. There was a situation, but I'm not a hero. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be like that all the time. That's why I wrote the song called Hero. It's like the things we do are all heroic, or it's not heroic at all. Being a hero is just doing the right thing at the right time, and we should always be doing the right things. But it's like we know we don't, so it's become some kind of magical thing when people actually do the right thing. It's like when leaders do the right thing, they actually do their job. You're supposed to lead your country, even in war. Like Churchill, he led Britain. He did the right thing. That's his job. Even if there's a war, I'm still the leader, and I'm doing my job. I'm leading my country, staying there. But when people do that now, it's like, oh, he's a hero. It's like he's just doing what he's paid for. That's what he signed up for. Why is he? Why is he a hero all of a sudden? He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Oh, people just kind of just. I think it's because people know that people suck and people aren't gonna do the right thing, and when they do, they're like, oh, they're amazed. Oh wow, you actually did the right thing. Whoa, that's a rare thing. Well, you would think so because you obviously don't do the right thing. So for you, it's a rare thing indeed.